What major policies were shaped by historical demographics? Imagine a country where the makeup of its people influences every major decision made in government. That's exactly what has happened in the United States over the years. Demographic changes have played a big role in shaping policies on immigration, civil rights, voting, and social programs. By looking at population data from the past, we can see how these policies evolved to reflect the changing face of the nation. In the early 1900s, the United States saw a lot of new immigrants from Northern and Western Europe. Data showed these groups were more easily assimilated, which led to laws like the National Origins Act. This law limited immigration from Southern and Eastern Europe, favoring the groups already here. It was based on flawed ideas about differences in intelligence and culture. Later, the civil rights movement pushed for fairer policies. Demographic data on African American voters and other minorities helped push laws like the Voting Rights Act of 1965. This law aimed to remove barriers that kept many minorities from voting, reflecting the growing diversity of the population. As the country's population became more diverse, electoral politics changed too. The rise of Hispanic and Asian American voters shifted the political landscape. The Democratic Party gained more support from these groups, influencing their policies on immigration and social programs. Meanwhile, some white voters' demographic concerns led to strategies like the Southern Strategy, which used racial issues to gain support for the Republican Party. These shifts show how population data directly impacted political strategies and policies. Education and social integration policies also changed based on demographic data. In the early 20th century, efforts to help immigrants learn English and become American citizens were common. These programs aimed to help new arrivals fit into society, often by encouraging them to give up their ethnic identities. Over time, as the population grew more diverse, policies shifted to support multicultural education and language programs that respect different backgrounds. Using demographic data helps policymakers understand how populations are changing. This allows them to plan for future needs, like adjusting immigration laws or expanding voting rights. For example, tracking where new immigrants come from helps shape immigration reform. Data on racial and ethnic groups guides efforts to protect voting rights and promote fair representation. These policies are all responses to the evolving makeup of the country, driven by detailed research and population analysis. So, the policies that shape our society, from who can immigrate to who can vote, are deeply connected to demographic patterns. By studying these patterns, we see how the United States has responded to its changing population over time. This ongoing relationship between data and policy helps ensure that laws reflected the real needs of the people they serve.